Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of An Idiot on Board. Today I'm going to be working on Project Custard, and I am happy to say that the postie's just been. Come along, see what's arrived, there's loads to do. Here's the what the postie's just dropped off. Penny dog's already getting in there, look. He's trying to help me out. Yeah, let's have a look then. Are you getting in there for me, dog? What? Hey, you getting in? She loves a good old box. But yeah, so this is all to do with Project Custard. Some bits and bobs that I've got for her. And hopefully all will be okay. There you go, dog. Right. So I've bought some Oxford heated brips because we know it's winter now in the UK and it's getting very cold. And then I've also bought, if you can see them properly in there, some GIVI Pannier frames. So the idea being now then that I can finally get the crash guards on, get the pannier frames on, mount my panniers to them because I've got some universal aluminium things which I've never used in like the 3 years I've had them. And yeah, we can start building that adventure bike, building that thing that's going to take me everywhere. So come along and let's go to the garage and see what we can do. Okay then, so Project Custard is out the garage and we're ready to go. So just looking back towards my last video, if you remember in that one, Project Custard was giving me some poo-poo. The lower engine mounting bolt was causing me issues. It was completely seized in the bike and nothing I did could get it out. I heated it up, I drifted it, I didn't want to drill it because knowing me I'd go straight to the casing, and yeah, I just created a right mess. So in the end I did give up. And I sent it off to Small Across Motorcycles in Derby, where Craig, the amazing technician there, managed to sort it out for me. So you got the upper engine mounting bolt and the lower engine mounting bolt, and it was this one. It was completely seized in and I couldn't get it out, like I say. So in the end, what Craig had to do was, he said he heated it up with oxyacetylene, which I don't have. That's something that, you know, I haven't got access to. And he said what he had to do in the end was he had to drill through from this side, drill through from the other side, heat it up, and then tap from this side, tap from that side, and just keep working it. And he said eventually it did come out, but he said it took a right bit of time and it was a right pain in the backside. So thank you so much for persevering with that, Craig. It means now that I can crack on with Project Custard. So the idea now today is then I'm going to try and get my crash bars on. I'm going to try and get my GIVI pannier frames that I've just bought mounted. I've got the heated grips to go on it now. I need to readjust the clutch because I discovered that after fitting my brake levers, my new levers, it was slipping at top end of the rev spectrum. So I think it's just a little bit too tight, so I need to look at that. I've got my hard Hospers crash plate to get on as well. So yeah, busy day. If you have a look at this bolt, look. So this one wasn't as bad as the other one, but you can just sort of see here all the corrosion starting to come in, and on the body as well. So that's the top bolt, and that came out okay. So I can't imagine what the bottom one was like. I've got to get that out as well, didn't realise. So I need to get a socket on the back and get this undone, otherwise it's going to be another strip bolt. See, so this is the thing with old bikes. You never really know what you're getting. Although I bought this off a friend, and I trust that friend. She told me exactly how it was. 20 odd years old, what do you expect type thing, and it was cheap. But when you've not owned them for most of their life or a great period of time, you always find stuff, and you have to go along and replace things as you go and improve things as you go. And as I'm finding seized bolts and stuff with this, I'm just getting them out, replacing them with new ones. You know, copper sticking the ones up that need to be, and generally just trying to sort it out. But yeah, as it stands with this, with the Funduro at the minute, with Project Custard, I am actually really enjoying myself, and I'm enjoying the process. I'm enjoying learning about the bike. I'm enjoying its history. You know, Dakar winning race bike. And as far as I'm aware, I don't believe the Dakar bikes were much different to this back then. I know now you've got very specific built bikes, haven't you? You know, they're all 450 water-cooled engines, and they're all very specific and very expensive. But back in the 1980s, 1990s, the production bikes, as far as I'm aware, were pretty much what you get the car bike wise. So, or you know, vice versa. You know what I mean? Yeah. So enjoying the process at the minute. Right, let's get these on. Just realised that the crash guards actually come with their own bolts to replace the footrest bolts, so I may as well use the new ones. I'm going to slip them up, I'm going to get them in. So what I've avoided doing is slipping up the very end where the nut screws on. Also, the nut that's provided with the crash guards isn't a nylock, so I'm going to sack that off, and fortunately for me, the original nut off of the footrest fits, and that is a nylock, so I'm going to put that one on. So this is the one that caused the most problems. So this one is going to get absolutely covered, and hopefully that should stop it seizing again, but we shall see. We shall see. Just taking the weight off of the engine, just in case that's what's stopping the bolt going in. There we go. So I've just lifted the engine ever so slightly and the bolt's slid straight in. Nice. Longer bolt in the bottom. This looks fun. How the bloody hell are you meant to get that in there? How are you meant to get that in there when that is behind this? Nope. 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 Might have to rethink this one slightly. How'd you get that in there? Come back to you in a minute. Right, so I figured it out. Basically I was being a dumb fish. The original bolts, the head of the bolt went in from the, got to think about this now, it's not the bike, this side of the bike. Oh, right, we'll get there. So the original bolts, the head went in from this side of the bike, and I don't know if you can see it here, but with the piping and whatnot, for whatever that is, oil cooler, radiator, whatever it is, I couldn't get the bolt in. So what I discovered I needed to do was basically put the bolt in from the other side, so go around to the other side of the bike and put it in that way. And doing that, it worked absolutely fine because there's no restrictions on that side. So it was just me being daft, thinking, oh, it's got to go in this way. It doesn't, of course it doesn't. It can go in either way. But yeah, so these are the Heed engine guards. They're made by a company out, I believe it's Poland that they came from. And I tell you what, they are beautifully well made. I know I've still got this stuff on. I will take that off in a minute, but they hug the bike really well, protect everything that needs protecting, and I don't know if you can see, let's find somewhere, like the quality of the welds and stuff on them absolutely fantastic. Column E impressed. There you go, look, heed. It's got the heed sticker there, but they've also, so if anybody thinks, oh well, these are fake heeds or whatever, you know, if you're ever worrying because you're buying some second-hand offline or something, yeah, they've got the stickers on, but if you go down here, look, don't know if you can see that. Oh, where's my camera looking? There we go. So just there, look, on the top engine mount, they've actually got the company logo embossed into them. In itself, I think is really good, because that way you know that you're getting a genuine thing. They're on now. I'm just going to finish off tightening up all the bolts, and then we're going to move on to the pannier frames. Okay then, so my next job is to get the GIVI pannier rails on. So let's get these open, let's have a look what we've got. Cool, there's two. So, let's have a quick look at these then. Some instructions. All that is what's in there. Instructions. Who needs instructions? Meh. Figure it out. Tinker. A few nuts and bolts. Cool. So for me with these, so obviously these come for the GIVI panniers. I don't know what panniers, sports cases, whatever. So they've got these lugs on the bottom and they've got this little bit here on the top. I don't need them because I'm going to put my own panniers on them, and they won't sit flush if I leave these on here. So I'm either going to use softies or I'm going to use my hard cases. So I have to see if I can take those off. I don't know if I'll be able to actually. I might have to cut them. We'll see. Right, let me just grab a case. Scratch out, the case is buried behind my burger van. So anyway, regardless, I'm going to have to get those bits off. I'm going to have to figure out how to get that bit off as well. But we'll get them on the bike for now and we'll go from there. Offering them up to the bike, they just go through, there's two holes that are already in the frame that you put them through, and then the bottom one, I think you have to unbolt the foot peg and put them onto the back of the foot peg and then rebolt it down. A lot of people said when I bought these, because I asked on the Funduro forum, a lot of people said that they've had issues with the machining, with the quality of them, and they don't line up properly and you have to really give them some bending. On the flip side of that, I had a lot of people that said they're absolutely fine. So hopefully, fingers crossed, GIVI have sorted them out and they'll be absolutely fine. Offering them up, they look alright. So, yeah, we'll get this foot peg off and we'll go from there. This is so awkward. I don't want to strip the rest of the back of the bike down, but I can't flipping get that up there. Big fingers. You got shovel hands, you ain't gonna get that done. People weren't wrong. People were not wrong. So considering these are made by GIVI, who, you know, GIVI are a very well-known brand for creating quality cases, quality rails and stuff like that. The patterning on them is absolutely terrible. I don't know how they've made it, but just look at this, look. So, to get these aligned, I've had to pull up and in essence just really rag this up, force the bolt through, and then I've just managed to get the nut on the end, so hopefully when I tighten it up it'll pull them all in. But ideally, I needed to unscrew all this to make this loose, and make it all loose and then get it all... Doggy, get off me tripod. She's chewing me tripod. So yeah, I need to unscrew all that, get it all nice and loose, and then I've been able to play with it a little bit more and then just pull everything tight. But you know, I know it's an old bike, I know that things are probably going to be a bit out of line and stuff, but the heat crash bars went on absolutely perfect, and these have been a pain in the backside. So yeah, now I'm going to get round them all, get them all tightened up as best I can, and see what happens. And hopefully they'll all pull together and they'll all be good. That's that side done. So now I'm going to move on to the other side. I'm going to do the other side off camera because it's just the same, and I'm sure I'm going to argue with it just the same. Right, let's get that done and then we'll move on to the next thing. Let's have a look then. So the GIVI frames are on. The other side was easy enough. That was actually okay. It wasn't too bad. And the heat crash bars are on. And I tell you what, she is looking mint. She's almost looking ready for adventure. There we go. Look. Crash bars. It's amazing what just doing a few things like that, putting there's a little bit of crash protection on there, which I know these are quite rugged, you don't really need it. However, I want to mount some bags to the side of it, and then also, you know what I'm like, you know how I ride, so it needs it for me really. But yeah, so she's coming along really nice. So next job then is I need to sort out that clutch, make sure that because that was slipping after I put the levers on at the higher end of the spectrum, and I need to get my old Hospers crash plate on as well. So time for some lunch and then we're going to crack on. Old Hospers sump guard, pretty heavy duty, pretty solid thing, nice piece of kit actually. I'm going to try and get this fitted now. So it comes supplied with 4 bolts with nylocks. Heed, that is what you need to supply with your engine bars. Nylocks, not the standard thing. Anyway, so I'm going to try and get this on. I've got huge fingers and somehow I've got to get these up and the bolts in at the top. I might have a bit of an argument with this in a minute, but we'll see. If ever there was a time I wished I had teeny tiny child hands, now is definitely it. Right, royal pain in the butt. Oh, you fucking shit stain. It's nearly in. It's nearly in. Right. There we are then, a little bit of perseverance, saw that getting fitted. I have hurt my knuckles, I've cut my thumb. It was a right pain in the ass, but it has been done and it looks absolutely fantastic. And yeah, I can't wait to go and get money now. Yeah, so that's Project Custard so far then. So today we fitted the heat engine guards, we fitted the GIVI pannier racks, and I've also fitted the hard Hospers sump guard. I kept calling it a crash guard, but it's not, it's a sump guard. So it's looking really, really good, and I can't wait to get out on those trails. What I'm going to do now is, that's going to be it for today. It's about time for, I'm looking at my wrist now, I haven't even got a watch on. It's about time for me now to go and pick up my lad, so I'm going to leave it there. future plans for her though, I'm going to get some new guards on her, so some new, I guess, replace these. I want some bark busters on so that they wrap round rather than those. I'm going to order myself up some FIR factory image racing bars to replace those ones because they're bent, and the FIR bars are harder. I'm going to replace these with some of those flappy double take mirror things, get those sorted, so get those replaced. And yeah, and then we're going to go and have some fun on her. So her, him, I keep changing my mind. Project Custard, General Custard. Got to be a him, hasn't it, this time, I think. Anyway, yeah, so plan for him, her is I'm actually going to the Dragon Rally in Wales in February, so by the time I've uploaded this, it'll probably be in a couple of weeks' time. I was really tempted to take the old burger van, however, that's got no tax, no MOT, it probably passed an MOT, but it's... I'm so tempted to take it, but I just don't think I've got the time or money at the minute to get it sorted and ready. So I'm probably going to end up taking Custard, I think. I could go on the Pan, I could go on Pan America, wherever she is. So I could go on the Pan America, but I know that would just be too easy. America would just be too easy because it's fantastic and it would just go anywhere I point it. Whereas I think the Dragon, because of what it is, it's a winter rally, it's been on for years now, like 70 years or whatever it is, a long time. Maybe not 70 years, I don't know. Anyway, it's been a long time. You get a lot of people on city bikes and old school bikes and things like that, so I think I'm going to have to go on General Custard. I think I'm going to have to go on the Funduro. So yeah, so watch this space. As always, thanks for coming along. Please like, share, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Help me beat this stupid YouTube algorithm I'm just learning about, and share it around with your friends. And all I can say is, folks, if you've got a project in mind or something you want to do, just get out there and do it. Get out there and do it, have an adventure and enjoy yourselves. See you in the next one for more Project Custard. Cheers all. Ta-ha.